I'd like to can. And it's like there's so much farces going off in Dundee, it's unbelievable. And like the sacked clerk of works and got another guy because the roof's up at my area, Coldside. And this is ridiculous, man. This is ridiculous. Look, he's pumping out the water here, pretending it's been done by the swale and like by that outflow. But as you can see, there's a pump head there. There's a pump there. So they're pumping the water from up there, from up at the new butts there, and they're pumping it down here. And ridiculous, man. Do you think you'll get away with it? I think they're going to build houses here and all. But it's too swampy at the moment. And that's a crime. There's criminal activity here. Criminality going on. And nobody's batting an eye. Well, I am. The reason I'm batting an eye is I've got to protect this wildlife. This is a wildlife site. He destroyed it. He should be taken to court and made to pay. He should be hit. All his assets taken off him. All his assets. Everything. And then put in jail. In a wee, cold, damp, wet cell. That's what should happen to him. Podgy seems to be the guy who was owning all this. And I think he works up at the development up beside the Langha police station. You can? I think he's sleight of hand and stuff up there down here. So he can even further his profits. What a greedy pig he is. And you can see that by the belly on him. And as I say, look at this devastation here. That's fly tipping. That should be addressed by the council, the Environmental Council. But nothing's done. Nothing's ever done. It's ridiculous, man. This beautiful area is going to go to rack and ruin. And that's no right. That's no right. It's no right what they're doing to this area. This was so peaceful, so quiet, so secluded. And now he's bringing this to it. Who on earth would have built here? Nobody in Dundee would have built here. So you can where it's coming from. It's coming from Glasgow. I don't care if it's Dundee. He seems to be a Dundee guy. But he's sold out to Glasgow. Subcontracted it right out. What a farce. What a farce. And that job's worth. Ridiculous, man. You hear all the wildlife? You hear them singing? You hear that? Such a beautiful song here. It's all going to be lost because of greed, because of money. And remember, when all this goes, you'll never ever replace this. Never. Never replace this. And this is irreplaceable. That is irreplaceable. As you can see, look at the generations of trees up there. Scots pine. Now they're protected species, Pinus sylvestris. And yet he's going to damage them. He's going to, look, it's right on the edge here. That's a shame. It's a shame what's happening here. It's just a pity I had any clout. Nobody in the council will listen to me because I tried to go there. And what did I get? I got arrested. I got arrested for nothing. For walking about our public services. That's what happened to me. I got arrested. I've got court next month. Hey, and however, I can't have done nothing wrong. So I'm willing to face it. I went up to the Langha station because I preempted it. I knew that it was wrong. The police knew it was wrong. And I was only kept for 4 hours. They knew something dodgy was going on, man. They knew I should never have been there. But hey and however, for that 4 hours, Dundee City Council will pay. And I want to see my accusers in court. I want to see them in court. I'm piling up my evidence. This is the gas thing. Mid-mill DPG gas installation. Right, so 10 metres. So that's 10 metres. That's not even 10 metres away. So, have they been called? 0800 111 999. You could phone up and ask, say, what about that development there? Give details of the location. EX Zone 1, I'm not sure of the location. Prior to starting any work or within 10 metres of this site, or if you think that you can smell gas, please call 0800 111 999. And I think you could see gas installation. That was because we had a big gas tank here. That was what that was, and that had to come down because of EU regulations. And it was brought down. This was the old quarry, where after the young boy ran off it, I remember sitting with him till the ambulance came. He was dead, of course. But here, however, yeah, there you go. This used to be where the gas tank was. Now it's left barn, which somebody's robbed all the wood off it. This will go to development, I think. I don't need to take that fence down, that's against the law now. Look at that. Wee laddie got a wee thingy, what was his name? Well, anyway. You could hear Mother Nature. You could hear Mother Nature wakening up. And such a beautiful thing. We're going to lose it unless we act. People need to act. You need to act, people. Diligently. Those people that can, phone in, email the council and say, what's that? What is that? If that's no brown envelope, what the hell is? And get what the planner was. Ask them questions. I'm not allowed to go near any of them. I'm not allowed to go to parks. I'm not allowed to go where employees, council employees are. I'm not allowed to go to council buildings until this court case. But I hope the judge sees what it is and he demands an inquiry. I hope he does, because this is beyond a joke. It shouldn't be allowed. Same as this wee butty here. This wee butt here. He's blocked it off. Somebody's blocked that off. And they're not allowed to do that, because that was a common law, that that path was being used for 1976, 20 years or more. And well over 20 years it's been getting used. And they've sort of blocked it off. Well, it needs to get opened up again. So phone in and report that to the police, because a lot of people use that for walking along and just enjoying what's left of their natural development. And 1976, like I say, the bleaching field works was closed down, and then this was just left to go to wild. It was just left to go wild, and it is beautiful. It really is. I used to come down here all the time. I call this Bleachy Meadows. This is Bleachy Meadows. And if we didn't act, we're going to lose this as well. And I'll tell you, the houses, there's no point putting a development here, because the houses will be wet, damp and cold. Like I means up there. There's the Dickety Burn there. And that pulls all that cold air for the Tay right up here. Right up to beyond Finlathan Park. And I'll tell you, no matter the sunshine coming out, it takes a few hours for that to go away. And this is an amazing place. This holds a lot of wildlife. And it shouldn't be left to developers. And this should be kept in a stasis. And should be kept for the future. Should be kept so that the youngins could come down here and enjoy it. I used to come here when I was young. I loved it, man. I loved running about, climbing trees, on the Burney Swing. People will remember that, the Burney Swing. There's a heron just dropped down. Wow. Huge heron, man. He's just dropped down there. Now I would have been able to walk over, but I would hate to climb, and I'm not climbing, because that would infer that I'm breaking and entering, even though it's no breaking and entering, because this shouldn't be here. This should not be here, this fence. Where's he went? Where's he went? Oh, I could see him. There he is, standing in the middle, just beyond that branch that's trailing in the water. If you look, you'll see him. I actually might go round, see if we can get a wee looky at him. I don't like disturbing him, but it's like it's the last chance to see our wildlife before the pigs demolish it. Honestly, phone in, email them, create a stink, because it's no right. Your kids are going to grow up to a fucking concrete world, and that's no fair. I could already see it. I already see it by that scunnered thing up there, development. But I'll tell you, cold, wet and damp. That's what the houses will be. Really cold, wet and damp. Right, he's down there. Now again, if you could see him. No, I can't, it's too thick. But here now, look at the bluebells. Is that not worth it? Ah, the bluebells, look. Ah, the beauty here. Ah, white dead nettle. Lamnia. Right, we're going down this wee swale spot. This is just an overflow for when the banks get swinging. It just starts out a wee bit. Doesn't do much. Just floods this wee bit. Wild garlic. See if we could see them. There's gabions here, but they're doing a good job. Wee blackbird there. Didn't care where he's went. But this is an amazing wee burn, and it should be kept. Should be kept for the future. Hey, I'll not be here to see what development. I shouldn't really bother, but I do. Look at this. I used to see the deer here. I used to track a deer. Beautiful animals. And it was good to follow them. You got an insight into what they were, how they fed, how they moved. Used to be a roe deer that come down here. Seen them at 8. I think that's the most I've seen in one time. But I've seen them in 1s, 2s, 4s, 5, 6, 7, up to 8. Amazing. So remember, protect this. I'll protect it. I'm trying to protect it. No for me. Never done anything for myself. Never ever. But you should think on, when your kids grow up, what are they going to be left with? What are they going to be left with if we allow these greedy developers to get their hands on pieces of land that should never be built on? They should never be built on. Because that's going to create is mouldy houses. So that's what them up there are going to be. How and forever. Like, share, and please subscribe. I need the subscriptions, please. So please like, share, and subscribe. A Life with Brian. Have a nice day. I don't.